Star Wars deleted scene proves nobody respected Darth Vader. Nobody respected Darth Vader, and a Return of the Jedi deleted scene proves it. While Darth Vader managed to rule with fear, a deleted scene from Star Wars, Return of the Jedi reveals how little respect he held amongst Imperials. When the Star Wars original trilogy came to a close, Darth Vader was solidified as one of cinema's most iconic villains, not only for his intimidating presence but also because of his tragic life. Outside of the Force, the Sith Lord's power came from fear, yet that didn't mean his fellow Imperials respected him. If anything, his connection to the Emperor is what brought him attention. That idea is shown further by a deleted scene from Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, which highlights Vader's true place in the hierarchy of the Galactic Empire, a place that earned him no respect whatsoever. Darth Vader may be one of the most respected cinematic villains of all time, but that doesn't mean that he got that same respect from among his own ranks. As terrifying, powerful, and physically imposing as Vader may have been, the Imperials over whom he ruled did not necessarily share any warm feelings of respect for the Sith Lord. In fact, many of them despised Vader. This doesn't take away from the villain's legacy, however, but rather makes him an even more interesting character. Other than Grand Moff Tarkin, few Imperials ever show respect to Vader in the Star Wars saga, and those who do mostly fake it out of fear. That even extends to the Emperor, who held disdain for his apprentice. Palpatine hoped for Anakin Skywalker to become the most powerful Sith. However, after his defeat by Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar, Vader became nothing but a beaten dog with no other use than to do the Emperor's bidding. George Lucas often describes Vader's story as a tragedy, and this deleted scene only solidifies that. Anakin gave up everything to become Palpatine's apprentice. But, in the end, he was hated by everyone around him. Even as Death Star 2 crumbles in Return of the Jedi, no Imperial bats an eye as Luke Skywalker drags his father's dying body to a ship. Vader's relationship to the rest of the Imperial forces just goes to show that fear and respect can be two very different, mutually exclusive things. Darth Vader's lack of respect from his subordinates doesn't make him a worse character, but rather makes him a far better Sith than he ever would have been otherwise. Like most other Force-sensitive individuals, Vader is adept at picking up the feelings and emotions of other people. This means that he was more than likely aware that his subordinates carried very little respect for him, especially in contrast to Emperor Palpatine. Someone as emotionally turbulent as Vader would no doubt be angered by this, fueling the rage that makes him such a powerful Sith. While Vader was never more powerful than the Emperor, his visible rage far exceeded that of his master, who was often much calmer in demeanor. As such, Vader put the negative emotions so commonly associated with the Sith on full display, fueled in part by the disrespect from the other Imperials. Darth Vader was the kind of man who always needed to gain the respect of others, even going all the way back to his days as a Jedi. Anakin's childish tantrum at not being promoted to the rank of Master by the Jedi Council proves that he believes himself far more worthy of respect than others do, fueling his rage and sending him on a downward spiral into the dark side. Ironically enough, even after Anakin betrayed the Jedi Order, he still lacked the respect that he so desperately sought. While this increased his negative emotions and made him a stronger Sith, it also shows just how pathetic a man Darth Vader truly was. By the time that audiences meet him in A New Hope, Vader is a shell of his former self, simply living off of the hatred and rage that had caused his downfall in the first place. As feared as Darth Vader was by both the galaxy and the officers of the Empire, very few people truly respected the Sith Lord. Emperor Palpatine, wicked though he was, at least commanded some level of admiration from his subordinates for his leadership, but Vader never really found the respect that he had searched for as Anakin Skywalker.